Good morning once again, everyone. Appreciate your patience. We are starting a little later than anticipated. There was an alarm in an adjacent building that's been dealt with, but that led to some delays in our graduates getting their gowns. So we're just getting our final set of graduates set up in the small gym in order so they can make their way in shortly. So we should start very soon. Appreciate your patience, but we're just going to be slightly delayed. Thanks, everyone.
Please rise if you are able. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. We appreciate your patience as the ceremony was delayed as a result of a fire alarm next door. But it's now my pleasure to welcome graduates, family, friends, and honored guests to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Vivek Goel, and it is my honor to serve as President
and Vice Chancellor, and to preside over today's ceremony where we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. Thank you to Julianne de Rocher, our anthem singer today. As we begin today's celebrations, I want to acknowledge that Convocation is a special time for our community. I ask that we all remain respectful of this celebration and of each other during our time together. The university values having many diverse viewpoints within our community and remains committed to supporting an environment of free expression and free inquiry. Today is a time of celebration. Graduates and their supporters have looked forward to this day for years. Many have traveled long distances to celebrate with us. We expect respect for our graduates, their supporters, and everyone here during today's ceremony. Convocation is the culmination of our students' hard work and dedication. To our graduates, I want to acknowledge the particular challenges faced by this graduating class throughout your years here. Adjusting to university life can be daunting in the best of times. Your journey in the past few years has also been marked by an unprecedented pandemic, a horrific hate-motivated attack on our campus, and ongoing global conflicts that have and continue to deeply impact many in our community. Through it all, you demonstrated resilience, perseverance. These attributes will serve you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. Today's celebration is based on tradition. The Haudenosaunee peoples also have a rich and vibrant culture that embraces knowledge sharing. As such, it is important to reflect and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo's campuses in Waterloo, Kitchener, and Cambridge are situated on the Haldimand Tract, land 6 miles on each side of the Grand River, granted to the Haudenosaunee of 6 nations. The land inside and surrounding the Haldimand Tract, including our Stratford campus, is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee. I also acknowledge and recognize this area is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis groups. As part of today's ceremony, a number of Indigenous components play a prominent role. Their inclusion reflects our commitment to truth and reconciliation. Our Eagle staff led our procession today ahead of our mace. The mace is a traditional symbol of European origins, while the Eagle staff reflects the wisdom, strength, and honor of those that carry it in representation of nations across Turtle Island. We will start the ceremony with a special Indigenous opening. It is my privilege to welcome the Cedar Hill Singers and Elder Maingan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper. As they make their way to the stage, I would like to extend a special thank you. Elder Henry provides a special opening and closing to all of our ceremonies. His words serve an important role in the reconciliation process, and I've seen the impact they have on our graduates, our guests, and our university.
Hey! Ani, Bujo, Sego, Danse, Segoli. In the words that our ancestors always spoke, we always greet you in a formal way. I wanted to give thanks to that beautiful drum that sang that song from the heart. They say that the sound of that drum comes from our mother, the earth. And when she sends her nourishment through the waters that run under the earth, she has a heartbeat, and that heartbeat creates that connection to our beautiful mother, the earth. I'd like to honor those that stood around the drum today. We have our special chiefs that are in our attendance today. Our Ontario Regional Chief and Chief Joe Muskokamon from Chippewas of the Thames First Nation. It's just an honor. We also had many people that come from various parts in their heart join us today, and that's our ancestors who maybe now have left this world the way that we know it, but is with our Creator, and we think about them today on this beautiful occasion that we're going to share together with you. I really think that this university, and I want to be so grateful to the commitment that this university has taken. They looked at reconciliation, and they've seen a population of people that live in this land who were, I guess in a sense, not given the same equality, but I want to say thank you to the leadership of this university for all of you and all that what you've done to help along this process of reconciliation. You know, our history hasn't been that pleasant. We've gone through the residential school error, I call it, but we also seen our children still suffering. Child welfare in this country is still hurting our children, and we need to find paths to help ourselves grow to be a country that you love. You chose a university that has set a foundation. We made a commitment, and we've done 3 ceremonies to recommit to that ceremony, and I think we're on a good path. And I think as you, as students, leave and venture into the world, you'll find the beauty that has been a foundation of the university that you attended. So I want to say chi miigwech in my language for you coming and learning about the original people of this land and how important it is for us to share the knowledge that we can all make this world a better place. So with that said, we're honored to be with you on your special occasion. We'll share your happiness as you cross the stage, and we'll be with you in spirit and physical being as you celebrate with your families today. Miigwech, everybody. Let's have a beautiful ceremony. Miigwech.
Thank you, Elder Henry. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the many special guests joining us today for Convocation. I'm pleased to welcome Ontario Regional Chief Abraham Benedict, Chippewas of the Thames Chief Joe Muskokamon. Thank you both for joining us today. We are also pleased to welcome several elected officials this morning. Member of Parliament for Kitchener South, Hespeler, Valerie Bradford, Mike Morris, Member of Parliament for Kitchener Centre, and Dorothy McCabe, Mayor of Waterloo. Thank you all for being here today. For our special Chancellor installation, we are delighted to be joined by leaders from other academic institutions: Pradeep Khosla, Chancellor, University of California, San Diego; John Perez, Regent, University of California; and Rose Patton, Chancellor Emeritus, University of Toronto. Finally, a special greeting to Dan Weber, a member of the university's current Board of Governors, and to Bill Prstansky, a former governor. Thank you both for attending. And a very special welcome to the many personal guests of our incoming Chancellor, Jagdeep Singh Bashir, who are in the audience today. They consist of many friends and family members from across the world, including his parents, Kuldeep Singh Bashir, Harbhajan Kaur Bashir, his wife, Jaspreet Kaur Bashir, and their children, Mahir and Prabnur, and his sister, Aranda Kaur Bashir. We are especially pleased to have Jagdeep's parents, wife, and sister taking part in the ceremony in just a few minutes. Welcome, everyone. The University of Waterloo was established in extraordinary times, and as a result continues to be a place that fosters the values and character that make up extraordinary leaders. Today, as you cross the stage, your connection to this institution shifts from student to alumni. You will be part of a global community of influential professionals, entrepreneurs, researchers, and international leaders. The breadth of accomplishments of Waterloo alumni is inspiring. They're leaders across sectors from business, technology, academia, culture, and sport. Regardless of their role, they bring Waterloo values and character to them. We live in challenging times, but with challenges comes the opportunity and the need for leadership. Leadership like the kind you possess. Waterloo is known for preparing its graduates to forge their own paths, not follow them. I encourage you to use the skills learned here at Waterloo and the connections you've developed to make your communities, this country, and our world a better place, especially for those less fortunate. This is what alumni of our university do. We're curious, we're bold, and we're leaders. During your time at Waterloo, you've been learning and preparing for the next stage in your lives. A University of Waterloo education prepares you to be lifelong learners and leaders ready and willing to embrace change. We think differently, act with purpose, and work together to make the world a better place. Today, we not only recognize the time and effort it took for you to be here, we celebrate you and those who support you. We also celebrate the future innovations you'll help to uncover. We do that by presenting you with your well-deserved University of Waterloo degree. But as you can see, the center seat is vacant. In order to confer your degrees, we need a chancellor. So the first step is a very special day for our institution. We will install the university's 12th chancellor, Jagdeep Singh Bashir. The chancellor presides over convocation ceremonies and serves as a key ambassador for the institution, connecting it with the broader community and advancing the university's interests locally, provincially, nationally, and globally. I present to everyone Dr. Jagdeep Singh Bashir. You stay there. Dr. Bashir is a 3-time alum of the University of Waterloo and has long been a leader and champion for the institution. Dr. Bashir completed a Bachelor of Applied Science, Mechanical Engineering in 1993, a Master of Applied Science, Management Sciences in 1994, and a Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences in 2000. He has gone on to a successful career as an investor and leader in global finance. From entrepreneur to investment leader, Dr. Bashir has worked for leading companies and organizations across North America, including Manulife Financial, the Alberta Investment Management Corporation, and now the University of California's system of 10 campuses, 6 academic health centers, and 3 affiliated national laboratories. In his current role, he's the Chief Investment Officer and Vice President of Investments at the University of California, where he oversees an investment portfolio of $180 billion US. A little bit more than that. His tenure at the University of California has been marked by initiatives emphasizing sustainable investing and long-term economic growth. During his 10-year tenure, the university's investment assets have doubled. He's been a champion for change in the investment industry and gained an international reputation as an innovator. His expertise in global finance and investment strategies has positioned him as a leading figure in the world of institutional investments. He is a leader who exemplifies the University of Waterloo spirit. He's a champion of curiosity, exploration, risk-taking, entrepreneurship, global stewardship, and leadership. A steadfast supporter of the University of Waterloo and its mission for more than 3 decades, Dr. Bashir has served on the university's Board of Governors since 2018, including as its vice chair prior to this appointment. In accordance with the provisions of the University of Waterloo Act 1972, the Senate has duly elected Jagdeep Singh Bashir as Chancellor of the university for a 3-year term commencing July 1st, 2024. I now call upon Geneviève Gauthier-Chalifour, University Secretary, to administer the oath of office.
You are now to assume the duties of Chancellor of this university, to which office you have been duly elected. Do you now swear to keep and preserve, well and faithfully during your term of office, the statutes, liberties, customs, rights, and privileges of the university, and to promote its well-being and that of its members so far as in you lies?
I do swear.
By the authority of the Senate, I now install you in the office of Chancellor of the University of Waterloo, and I invest you with the authority and charge you with the responsibilities which appertain to this high office. I would now ask Elder Henry to come forward to present an Indigenous medallion on behalf of the Office of Indigenous Relations.
You know, Chancellor, we had a nice conversation about your vision, and when you showed your heart to me, you realized that the work that we're doing and the work that we will do will be just so beautiful together. So we thought we would offer you a bundle of tobacco, which in our way is saying that we will work together if you accept, and that we can be friends and work together for this institution and share this beautiful knowledge and the things that you have. We also want to share with you a medallion, and you'll notice our president wears a medallion, and this one has a turtle on it. And in our creation story, we were told that the turtle carries North America on its back. And as what I've seen, what you've done in your lifetime, the work that you've done, so many people have benefited from your wisdom. And I think just like the turtle, you'll carry this beautiful institution as well as you do your beautiful life and your family. So I'd like to offer you this, if we can put it on you somehow.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, I don't want to. Thank you so much.
I look forward to this.
I now ask Jagdeep's parents, Kuldip Singh Bachar, Harbhajan Kaur Bachar, his wife Jaspreet Kaur Bachar, and his sister Aradhana Kaur Bachar to come forward to assist Chancellor Singh Bachar with his robe of office. Afterwards, I'll invite you to sign the official registry.
It's now my pleasure to invite the Chancellor to address Convocation for the first time.
Good morning, everyone. It's a little too much to take in very quickly. Clearly, I am nervous, as you can tell, but it's always nice to have Mom next to you. And all parents, families, and graduates today, it is awesome to see all of you here getting ready to share one of the happiest moments and milestones in your life. And for me to be the Chancellor of the University of Waterloo, to have that opportunity to share it with you. Welcome. It is my honor to be the University of Waterloo's 12th Chancellor. I mean, clearly, I would never have dreamt of being Chancellor of the university where I went to school, ever. But here I am, and that is because this is a unique institution, and all of you make it special, especially our diverse and very inclusive community here at the University of Waterloo. Of course, I want to thank the Academic Senate as well for endorsing and appointing me to this role. Everyone here on stage today, President and Vice Chancellor Vivek Goel, and this incredibly beautifully dressed audience I have behind me, and I'm learning about all the colors. I've got certainly a lot of competition for my turban colors now going forward. It's truly a privilege and a humbling honor to be here today. All of my family and friends that have come from near and far, having you celebrate this moment with me today is very special. I'm feeling blessed, I'm feeling thankful, but most importantly, I'm feeling pretty lucky tonight. As I embark on this ceremonial role as Chancellor, I'm also very eager to learn from our Indigenous elders and communities. That's my first time participating in the ceremony. And I can tell you, if you want to get an energy boost in the morning, that is the exact way to do it. I am inspired by the work you do, Elder Henry, and that this work, our work here at the University of Waterloo, should lead to a sustainable world for future generations. And this is all part of the Waterloo at 100 vision. So thank you for inviting me to come back home. Home is where your parents live. It's where I grew up to be the person that I am today. It's where I attended this university and earned all 3 of my degrees. It's also where I can get a Tim Hortons coffee whenever I want to get one. My family emigrated to Waterloo 36 years ago. My parents, both teachers, Dad and Mom, had been living in Nigeria, Africa, for 30 years. My sister Aradna and I were both born and brought up in Nigeria. And along the way, in Nigeria, we added a brother, Amar Singh, to our family at the young age of 14 when he joined us. They're all with me here today. Like every parent who dreams of the best education possible for their children, my parents dreamed of emigrating to Canada. So at the Canadian Consulate in Nigeria, the immigration officer asked my dad where in Canada our family would be moving. And my dad said, well, my son needs to go to engineering school and my daughter needs to go to medical school. That was pretty much the standard dream among Indian families back then. The immigration officer said he knew just the place the University of Waterloo, his community, which had a great engineering school. So my dad wrote to request an application form. Now, I did have a dream, maybe not the dream of being a chancellor, but I love airplanes. And I always have loved airplanes, and I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. And Waterloo did not have an aerospace engineering degree back then. Nonetheless, when I was 15 years old, the four of us packed our bags from Nigeria for Waterloo, and we arrived in 1988, and 2 days later, I started my first day of mechanical engineering, the closest I could get to aerospace engineering. My sister later moved to Sweden, where she now has been working as a physician for 30 years. But before she left, she met her future husband, Ashok Kakar, who had been working on his PhD at the University of Waterloo. And for the past 35 years, my parents have been high school teachers in Kitchener-Waterloo. So many of their students have come to the University of Waterloo, and I'm willing to bet there's got to be one student here today that is a student of Mr. or Mrs. Batcher in the audience. That immigration officer in Nigeria literally changed the course of all of our lives. You can tell that I am fully invested in Waterloo and Kitchener. Education is the currency in which all of us here today are invested. Education brings opportunities. It improves lives and makes the world a better place. Education is also what is going to be the neutralizing force to help solve inequality around the world, which is one of the biggest challenges we all have to tackle. So to my parents, thank you, and I deeply love you. To all the parents here today, thank you for dreaming to send your children to the University of Waterloo. And today, I have been installed as your global ambassador. The immigration officer in Nigeria was a global ambassador for the University of Waterloo too. And I call on all of you to remain global ambassadors of the University of Waterloo. Wherever you are, never forget this institution. The education you've received in the classroom and through co-op program, the values and the experience instilled in you have the power to change lives. Sometimes even the life of a 15-year-old Indian boy of Sikh cultural heritage, born and brought up in Africa. So I'd like to share a story about my own time studying at the University of Waterloo. After I got my Bachelor's of Applied Sciences, I was antsy. I wanted to get a job straight away. My parents had other plans. However, they wanted me to get a PhD. My parents could not afford to finish their PhDs, so I was living their dream. So I did the master's in a year to make them happy, but no way I thought was I gonna go for a PhD. And then my master's supervisor, Dr. Paul Guild, who's also here today, convinced me otherwise. Then I spent 5 years getting my doctorate. And I studied, and I see all of you up front here, I studied how investors make decisions to invest in early stage technology companies. And then I was antsy again. I wasn't sure how I would use my PhD to get a job. I didn't want to be an academic. A PhD had been my parents' dream. But okay, I thought, I actually did enjoy learning about investments. And I also tried being an entrepreneur along the way. All of that was fun and it was interesting. But still, flash forward 14 years to the University of California, where I now serve as the Chief Investment Officer. At UC is where I realized quite concretely how that PhD was paying off. What I had been doing all those years before was building knowledge through experiences, through human interactions, through many aha moments. I hadn't quite connected before. I hadn't fully trusted the wisdom of others, my parents, my mentors, my family and friends who had my best interest at heart. Now I might as well carry a Sharpie around in my pocket because I'm so busy connecting dots. I think that's what makes me good at what I do now. I do build on knowledge and experience that I may not have fully appreciated at the time. Today, as you heard, I manage $187 billion at the University of California. That amount is double from when I started a decade ago. And you know what? That PhD not only makes my parents proud, but me as well. And now, as Waterloo Chancellor, I'm the institution's first alum to fill the role, having earned 3 degrees right here. I mention this because at times we don't trust the wisdom of those who love us and have our best interests at heart. We are impatient or discouraged, or we don't fully appreciate our own potential. My message to you is this: trust the people who care for you. Have faith in those who know you well. Your own judgment and humility will be the better for it. I am blessed to have my PhD advisor, Dr. Paul Guild, here today, and this is the 3rd time he is watching me on this stage. By the way, now I would absolutely love to get another PhD from the University of Waterloo, this time in aerospace engineering. When I can find some spare time, we have an aerospace engineering program. So let's talk about getting a job. When I was an undergrad, I kept in touch with a guest speaker, Patrick Lavelle, who I'd invited to my student club. At the time, he was chairman of the Canadian Council of Aboriginal Affairs. He always gave me sound advice, and he became an important mentor and friend to me. Years later, he told me I needed discipline and focus. He suggested I switch from being an entrepreneur and get a real job. He may change his mind today. I asked him, how in the world would I find a real job since I'd been out of school for 3 years? Make a list of companies and CEOs I admired, he said. Draft a resume? Okay, I did. Then Patrick wrote a cover letter on my behalf and requested off these 30 company heads that they take a meeting with me. I still have that list, 30 companies in Waterloo and Toronto. So I got all the meetings, but in addition to meetings, I got bombarded with rejections. My value wasn't appreciated, and my interviewers wondered why a PhD would be applying for an entry-level job. But one of the meetings was with the CEO of Manulife Financial, Dominic D'Alessandro, a big meeting for me. I left that meeting excited. Dominic had given me 2 pieces of advice. First, he said, don't worry about titles, because I would eventually gravitate to the best fit for me. And don't worry about salary, he said, because if you're any good, you'll make 10 times my starting salary within 10 years. I left energized that this important man had seen something in me. His introduction led me to Leo de Beaver, who's here in the audience tonight, a highly regarded Canadian investor, my first boss. I eventually worked for Leo for about 10 years in different roles in Manulife and in Alberta. He gave me the opportunity to learn, to be entrepreneurial, to explore, to travel the world, to be curious, and really learn how to run an investment organization and become an investor. Oh, and I did end up making 10 times my salary. 30 years later, I still have the same mentor. Patrick has given me more than I can ever imagine or give back. The only thing he asks of me is that I pay it forward and continue to give back to others that are earlier in their journey. I remain deeply grateful to Patrick and Leo, who are in the audience today. And if you're watching online, Patrick, lots of love to you. I appreciate you beyond words. I promise to give back in all ways I can to our students at the University of Waterloo and to this institution as a whole. So now for the future. Look, I'm an investor and I'm curious about what's next. I can tell you that as an investor, universities are the best places to find ideas. The talent is right here. You dream of new ways to solve problems. And solving problems means opportunities. You've lived through exciting and interesting times over the past 5 years. Your ability to adapt to change is your single biggest asset. Whether you're looking for a job, doing graduate work, or pitching an idea to an investor. You've made friends to team up with and collaborate. You have a sense of what your values are. You know what excites you, what you care about. Today's a happy milestone. You are ready to take on the world. It has taken me 24 years from the time I left campus to stand here today as your chancellor. In fewer than 20 years from now, one of you sitting here today will become the chancellor of the University of Waterloo. One of you will become Prime Minister of Canada. And one of you will also become a Nobel Prize winner. At least one for all of the above. Some of you will even become billionaires. And there will be many, many more accomplishments and milestones along the way. But remember this, you can't do it alone. Life is a journey. We get a degree, as you are doing today. So many people help to make that happen. Some stay with us and others leave. But we must always remember them and their contributions to our journey. We must remain grateful. We have a lot to get done, and we can't do it alone. Take a moment today and give a big hug to your loved ones who have come here to celebrate you. And take lots of pictures every single day to create memories. So as I conclude, if you don't mind, I'm going to take my own advice. I would like to take a selfie with all of you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And I look forward to serving as the 12th Chancellor of the University of Waterloo.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Elder Mayengan Henry, Knowledge Keeper. Elder Mayengan Henry's experience in teaching through storytelling, presentations, and gatherings, combined with his profound knowledge of Indigenous traditional medicine and ceremony conduction, has had a transformative impact on countless individuals. As an addictions and prevention counselor, he has offered crucial support to those struggling with addictions, fostering healing and hope to their lives. Maingan's leadership as the chief of the Chippewas of the Thames First Nation and as an elected band councillor has been instrumental in advocating for the rights and well-being of his community. Beyond his work at the University of Waterloo, Maingan has made significant contributions to society in various capacities. His tenure as manager Aboriginal Services and curriculum writer for Aboriginal Studies at Conestoga College, the Upper Canada Law Society Indigenous Group Elder, and his work as elder and teacher at McMaster University and Mohawk College highlight his commitment to advancing Indigenous education and promoting cultural understanding. His involvement as a former Southern Ontario Aboriginal Health Board member, his role as an Indigenous traditional healer at the Southern Ontario Aboriginal Health Access Centre, and his work with hospitals in Waterloo Region and beyond showcase his dedication to improving the well-being of Indigenous peoples. In the face of complex and challenging issues, Maingan advocates for First Nations rights, for free, prior, and informed consent, and the protection of Indigenous lands, territories, and resources. His advocacy for the environment is exemplified through his organization of rallies addressing the climate crisis, showcasing his dedication to sustainable practices and environmental stewardship. It is clear that Maingan's extraordinary accomplishments, dedication to reconciliation, and efforts to preserve Indigenous knowledge and languages have made an indelible impact on society. His work aligns perfectly with the values and mission of this esteemed university. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding commitment to preservation of Indigenous knowledge and the empowerment of Indigenous peoples and communities, I ask you to present Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon Elder Maingan Henry.
I am honored to confer upon you, Elder Maingan Henry, the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. I extend my sincere congratulations.
Do I say something? Thank you so much. You know, I know you heard me talk a lot today, but I really appreciate this. This is something I'm still trying to work it out in my heart. You know, I've seen our people struggle and to get to a point where they can be recognized for the work they do. It just makes my heart feel better that we're seeing Indigenous people today in a different way. And I think the things that I was able to do was only based on the the support I have from my family, my wife, my children, my brothers and sisters who are here, friends and family, that ones that just, told me that I can do some important things. My parents I know who are watching from above, my brothers, my two brothers who are with Creator today, they still give me inspiration to walk this road of reconciliation and to find a path that I think we can all achieve if we choose to. This university, I want to give thanks to Dean Liu, who called me one day and said, "Can you come?" And I couldn't resist. Working in the Faculty of Health and throughout the whole university, I was welcomed by our president. And it was such an honor to be able to assist in what I can do and help. But now that I have this beautiful award, I'm going to even be more happy to watch you cross the stage, to carry with you your degrees that you've earned so graciously. And as we get a chance to share this moment together, I want to say thank you to all of you. Family, please know that I love you all. My Creator, I love you all. Miigwech, everybody.
Congratulations once more, Elder Henry, on your very deserving honor. Welcome, everyone. My name is Johanna Wandel. I'm Acting Dean of the Faculty of Environment. Congratulations to all of our newest Faculty of Environment and Faculty of Health graduates. It's my pleasure to welcome your class valedictorian, Mariam Muhyiddin Ahmed, graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy and Sustainability Management, to the podium to address Convocation. Mariam?
Dear Chancellor, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਾਂ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ Members of Convocation, my dear colleagues, my supervisor Sean Gobi, my parents Sajda and Rehan, my beloved partner in life Taha, my little darling Sherizad, friends and families and beloveds of this phenomenal class of 2024, we did it! I have 5 minutes to share with you just a sliver of the wisdom that has traveled many lifetimes, many lands, before intersecting with my journey here at the University of Waterloo. Over the last 3 years, I spent time researching wisdom, actually, traditional and Indigenous wisdom frameworks and what they can offer us as learners, as institutions, as societies. And you wouldn't even believe it if I told you, Waterloo never really leaves you, clearly. I'm actually now taking my first in-person class after graduating with a PhD. So you can still do it. The class is taught by Professor William Woodworth, who is the Haudenosaunee Elder in Residence at the Faculty of Engineering. And a couple of weeks ago, Bill told us the story of his grandfather, who escaped from a residential school at the age of 16 here on the Haldiwan tract. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran all the way to Detroit, only knowing how to speak Mohawk. And somehow he survived, and he thrived, and he made sure his kin came back every year, which led Bill to eventually finding his way back to his ancestral lands. I have 4 minutes to tell you what Bill told me, and that is that the land is stolen, and this is the truth, and there cannot be reconciliation without first confronting the truth, without reckoning for and atoning for what has passed. It is our modern colonial supremacist ways of being which somehow see us other than, supreme to, owner of the lands, that are at the core of our existential neurosis. We cannot have reconciliation unless we feel the pain of every child, every mother, every man, and every single one of our more than human kin who have suffered through this. There cannot be reconciliation lest we confront our own complicity in the histories and presence of coloniality. I have 3 minutes to tell you about my brother in spirit who I met doing interfaith Muslim-Jewish work 10 years ago. His name is Suleiman Khatib, and he's from Hizma near Quds, Jerusalem. And until 1997, he spent almost 11 years in Israeli prison for resisting the occupation of his lands and his people as a 15-year-old. He was stripped naked and beaten and tear-gassed pretty frequently, and in these moments that could have broken him, Suli chose to learn about the other. He learned Hebrew, he learned English, he learned world histories and about the Holocaust, and once he got out, he founded Combatants for Peace, which brings former IDF and Palestinian soldiers together, amongst others, for non-violent direct action for an end to the occupation. Suli and his co-founders have been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize twice for what I call the revolutionary act of choosing love. Suli calls his time in prison the Revolutionary University. I have 2 minutes to tell you that as learners, educators, parents, and institutions, I believe we are confronted with two kinds of education in these two stories of love and land. A school can be a prison, and a prison can be a school. Learning for the sake of joining the rat race is nothing short of a prison. And by contrast, defying the iron cage and resisting patterns of harm can be the most ennobling learning by doing. In these times of polycrises, where 30% of food produced ends up in landfills, when scientists are finding microplastics in the clouds, when Canada has over 250,000 people going homeless every year, when the earth is the hottest it has ever been, and 18,000 Palestinian children have been killed over the last 1 year, how might we make space for what Suli calls the Revolutionary University? What is the role of our education in our collective liberation? I have 1 minute to tell you what Bill and Suli constantly help me remember: that this separation is false. The separation between the self and the system, between us and the land, between education and collective liberation, between you and me. My beloved professor, Hisun Bayet, Simon Fraser, who is a companion on this journey, she told me about the Zen of seeing. And in the Zen of seeing, which we also see in the Sikh tradition as interbecoming, that we are suddenly awake to this knowledge, this realization, this truth, that we are one, we are completely interconnected, inextricably interdependent. Suddenly, she talks about this Zen master who's looking at this piece of lettuce, and he says, oh my God, yes, I see lettuce. Oh my God, I see you. He sees you in the lettuce. What if we started seeing each other in the lettuce, in the land, in the love that I have for Sherazad? What kind of world would that be? I have no more time, so I will take the time to tell you what I have sensed in these 3 wonderful years at the University of Waterloo about learning, education, and their role in our collective liberation. Our education cannot be complete without confronting the truths of coloniality, their link to hypercapitalism, and this world order which makes us complicit in it. Our learning cannot be complete without atonement and playing our part every single day through discerned choices like supporting Indigenous and local communities and delinking from exploitative corporations all over the world. Even a single cell phone purchased directly links back to the genocide in the Congo. Our liberation cannot be complete without truly celebrating our exquisite mutuality with all of life, with all of our relations. It is in the practice of these acts of atonement that I have chosen today, in fact, to honor and deeply thank you for this beautiful song and gift you a song from my lands. The land that is today known as Pakistan, where Bulle Shah, a mystic Punjabi poet, says, पढ़ पढ़ इलम नू फाजिल होए ते कभी अपने आप नू पढ़िया नाई बुले शाह आसमान उड़दिया फरोंदा है जिहड़ा घर बैठा उनू पढ़िया नाई. He says, Bulle Shah, you keep reading all these books and you think you have become so smart. You keep looking at the stars for something to follow, something to hold on to, and yet you never listen to the one that's sitting inside. Class of 2024, times are tough. But I'm telling you, we've got this. Thank you.
Thank you, Miriam. I promise not to sing. You do not want to hear that. Dear graduates, today we celebrate you and the incredible journey that has brought you to this moment. Graduation isn't just a ceremony. It's a milestone marking your years of hard work and late nights. During this moment, think back to when you first stepped on campus, the feeling of excitement, the nerves, and the dreams you had. Think about all you've learned, both in and outside the classroom since the first day. Now, as you stand on the brink of new adventures, know that you're ready. I believe in you. We believe in you. And if we've done our jobs well, you share our confidence in you. As we honor what you've achieved, let's also look ahead to the difference you will make in the world. The University of Waterloo's Waterloo at 100 vision is about transforming education to meet and shape the future needs of our global community. More than ever, Waterloo is committed to nurturing leaders who think creatively, work together, and are passionate about finding sustainable solutions to the urgent environmental issues we face. You're at the heart of that vision. With your knowledge and enthusiasm, you're prepared to tackle pressing issues like climate change, environmental degradation, and the quest for renewable energy. Whether you design greater cities or help build a more sustainable economy, protect endangered species, or fight for environmental justice, your contributions will make waves both locally and globally. As you face the inevitable challenges that building a better world involves, I hope you can also draw on the resilience that you no doubt gained through navigating the more difficult parts of your Waterloo journey. Remember, your relationship with the University of Waterloo and the Faculty of Environment doesn't end here. We're your lifelong partners in learning and making a difference. Our doors are always open, whether you need advice, want to collaborate, or share your success. As alumni, you're an essential and cherished part of our family, so please don't be a stranger. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Thank you, and here's to the amazing journey that lies ahead. It's my pleasure to welcome Vivek Goel, President and Vice Chancellor, back to the podium now.
Okay, it's the main event. To our graduates, my heartfelt congratulations. We recognize your hard work and accomplishments. You've built relationships and developed networks with peers and instructors. You've made positive contributions to the university and our surrounding community. Today, we celebrate your individual and collective successes. Would the members of the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Please be seated. You're now graduates. You join our global community of more than 250,000 alumni. As we prepare to award your degrees, there are a few housekeeping items I want you to keep in mind. Guests, we ask that you please stay in your seats as your graduate crosses the stage. Professional photos are being taken of all graduates, and there's plenty of time to take photos outside at the reception afterwards. Graduates, this is your moment to celebrate your accomplishments. As you cross the stage, face the audience, smile, and wave to your supporters. Do dance if you want to. I ask that you please show respect to all your fellow graduates by returning to your seat after crossing the stage so that we can all share in the celebration together. We will start with our doctoral graduates, followed by our master's and bachelor's graduates. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. It is time to present the degrees for the Faculty of Environment.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Mariam Mohyuddin Ahmed, accompanied by Sherazad. Dr. David Benjamin Bilodeau. Dr. Allison Jane Brathwaite. Dr. Matthew Judin. Dr. Natasha Popovich. Dr. Mina Rohanizadegan. Dr. Anahita Shadkam. Dr. Naomi Elikem Sunu. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Karsten Bricks, Anne Sandra Godley, Anya Ingram. Kieran James, Natalie Maida, Sabina Mostachi. Mario Ribeiro Neto, Crystal Shuying Zhang. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Climate Change. Aman Bhatti, Ki Ying Chen, Allison Clark. Rebecca Coe, Heather Coyne, Brianna Nicole DeFreitas. Manjinder Singh Dhaliwal, Sibongile Queeneth Folarin, Tiojen Habakubaho. Benedictus Hans Haryanto, Nikita Korgaonkar, Chon Kit Lao. Jingfang Liu, Lauren Patricia Margaret, Sumana Mitra. Georgia Morris Chafis, Yi Shampan, Sneha Praveen. Nuran Saleh Noor, Gagandeep Singh, Vanushan Vipulan. Yue Wong, Elizabeth Catherine Williamson, Ho Yi Wong. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Economic Development and Innovation. Tatiana Doroslovak, Amnika Mitara Fonseca, Winnie Yi Yang Huang. Clement Babatunde Ogunje, Omoyosola Oye Mariana Salazar. Shamili Shanmuganathan, Tracy Dede Yabole Tewia. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Environment and Business. Elizabeth Glor Bell, Julia Marie Redfern, Divjot Singh. Monica Andrea Vargas Cuervo. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Environmental Studies. Maha Sobi Abdulbasit, Lamira Lynn Chehab, Ishani Dasgupta. Jacqueline Elizabeth Harper, Claire Coops, Abolade Olayinka Makinde. Kieran Tess Matthews, Selena Maya Moni, Beth Margaret Ann Palmer. Rebecca Elaine Pottage, Shongwei Yu, Einer Jetpispaeva. Hao Chen Zhou. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Science. Siyu Li. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, General Program, 3-year. Nitesh Joshi. Jivteshvir Singh. Michaela Jade Timol. Alexandra Rain Wojtala. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies Honors Program. Jenica Batangan. Ian Bloomfield. Yi Fei Kai. Angus Chi Fong Chan. Yatarth Chandok. Ryan Chow. Lauren Rita Coughlin. Christina Eriwu Omagbite Everett. Mitchell Anthony Morris Demers. Eloise Amy Fan. Sarah Fuller. Kaylee Brooklyn Gilbert. Marcella Therese Gravesandi. Ethan Gray Owen. Bruce Hackner. Joshua Philip Emmanuel Harriet. Devadarshan Jayadas. Andrew Jimenez. Dominic Karakesh Sergi. Saad Abdur Rahman Khan. Evan John Kinchler. Maximilian Bernd Leduc. Justin Kit Luen Lee. Ruth Leung. Sabrina Ashley Rose Lopresti. Riley Elizabeth MacArthur. Devin Jai Shankar Mathura. Jaden Tyree McGregor. Aya Medledge. Mihailo Micic. Charlene Ungay. Rachel Maria Dagmar Pring. Diadam Ranasina. William Lionel Reed. Melissa Marie Reardon. Miranda Ruckert. Liba Salman. Azan Pardan Sayani. David Joseph Scarsaloni. Ryan Spence. Darian Spencer. Richard Stevens. Rachel Elizabeth Stone. Karen Chin Su. Keen Jasper Yao Ten. Alessia Angela Tavares. Joshua Tobias Taylor Detler. Alan Sun Tian. David Omar Wei Ming Ting. Amelia Grace Walsh. Virginia Liao Shu. Danny Zhang. Valeria Zolotogova. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Knowledge Integration Honors Program. Leah Gainiaiman. Halima Khalid Malik. Emily Nguyen. Please join me in congratulating all the graduates in the Faculty of Environment. Mr. Chancellor, I'd like to welcome Lili Liu, Dean of the Faculty of Health, to the podium.
Good morning, graduates from the class of 2024. On behalf of the faculty, I want to congratulate each of you and wish you our sincere best wishes on this, your graduation day. Today, staff and faculty members, along with your families, friends, celebrate this milestone in your education and careers. This fall's Faculty of Health class consists of 268 individuals who have dedicated several years to pursue an intellectual challenge and to follow their passion and commitment for a healthier world. Your achievements range from Bachelors of Arts, Science, or Public Health to master's degrees and PhDs. You are also deserving of praise for your accomplishments, and we acknowledge and are grateful to each of you for contributing to the community of Faculty of Health and the university as a whole. We're also grateful that Dr. Mayingan Henry joins this very special class of 2024. He inspires me and many others with his approach to learning and sharing. He embodies the true idea of health, bringing to the forefront the interconnectedness of life, land, and people. Elder Henry, you have enriched our community by fostering acceptance, belonging, and reconciliation, and we're grateful for your contributions as well. The Faculty of Health's vision is simply a healthier world. It reflects a long-standing and deep commitment, one which we research and educate from a variety of vantage points and at a variety of levels. Whether we work at the individual, community, or population level, or from cell to society, our focus is always about improving and protecting health and well-being for all, be it physical, mental, social, or economic. Human health, with all its complexities, will continue to be a most valued and fragile asset. It will continue to present emerging challenges in the years to come. As a faculty specifically focused on health, it is our responsibility to untangle the big issues and propose solutions through education, research, experience, and cooperation. I hope that you will continue to carry this vision with you throughout your career. And I hope that your connections to the University of Waterloo will bring you back to visit and to engage with the faculty, either as a returning student, to mentor future students, or to advise us on ways to connect with the community. But for now, show the world what you can do. I believe you have what it takes to achieve your goals and to help create a healthier world. Congratulations, everyone. And now it's time to present the degrees for the Faculty of Health.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Leslie Andrade. Dr. Victoria Atabaksh. Dr. Naila Ayala. Dr. Ronald Benjamin Brown. Dr. Emma Elizabeth Conway. Dr. Hoda Herati. Dr. Joy Miranda Hutchinson. Dr. Maria Major. Dr. Jennifer Elizabeth McCorriston. Dr. Reem Tajasir Mullah. Dr. Alexandra Jane Pepitone. Dr. Brendan Luke Pinto. Dr. Vinu Selvaratnam. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Arifin Azam, Jenna Catherine Campbell, Sean Ray Tsao. Travis Wei Long Fuji, Yao Li, Elise Jana Wiltz. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Health Evaluation. Hussein Karim Jafak. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Health Informatics. Therese Christina Brown, Li Shen Han, Ying Zhu. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Kinesiology. Grace Crooks, Emily Ann Granger, Brandon Hewitson. Sarah Nicole McLennan, Katrina Nicole McKinnon, Sophia Isabella Votza. Chen Yong Zhao. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Public Health. Saida Fatima Azam, Ghania Bajwa, Farnaz Basiri. Amelia Rose Cami, Meredith Sarah Dales, Sean Diaram. Jessica Lynn Delaney, Simrit Dillon, and Yi Du. Sarah Elizabeth Griffin, Dipinder Kaur Katra, Pamela Dawn Kutuadu. Rosalind Chiemi, Maritza Zuliana Lima, Brianna Summer Linton. Mahima Merotra, Asha Mohammed, Daniela Dawn Northrup. Fatima Hafsha Prem Nawazdeen, Mona Kotob, Khalid Said. Kathleen Suzanne Sellis, Shlok Srivastav, Nomche Terpeski. Hafsat Amatara Williams, Jenna Sandrine Wong On Wing, Si Wan Shu. Saron Johannes. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Science: Daniel Bechet, Daniel Curry, Kimberly Ann DeMello. Nicole Andres, Megan Samantha Jackson, Laura Marie Lupoy. Alyssa Danielle Milano, Simran Mughal, Alexis Pulford Thorpe. Esteban Salazar, Kamakshi Sharma, Kathleen Nicole Slofstra. Catherine Francis Webster. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Social Work. Usman Zubair Akhtar, Mahenau Awan, Raman Bal. Marissa M. Beresford, Victoria Ray Berry, Samantha Boddington. Alexandra Lynn Brown, Jessica Brown, Olivia Rose Nicole Caravaggio. Fengshan Chan, Claire Coffey Coyle, Adriana Chanadi. Chantel Victoria Dale, Caitlin Marie Madeline DeBrew, Ashley Marie DeRosa. Sherry Lynn Doucette, Finessa Dragusha, Laura Drummond. Sosan Alborno, Jody Kathleen Arison, Courtney Michelle Finley. Emily Greenop, Krista Marie Healy, Alvia Hurlington Romans. Julia Claudette Ianache, accompanied by Sage Stacy Latara Johnson and Holly Lozon. Gregory Neil Leslie, Stephanie Lynn Levac, Robin Elizabeth MacDonald. Roderick Malton, Michelle Martin, Taylor Ann McLeod. Christine Membury, Amy Nadine Meyer, Lucas Brett Miller. Jodianne Shamisa Millen, Evelyn Morales, Evelyn Eileen Mosher Sabine. Queen Unjoku, Anwuli Olivia Osamusali, Bamidele Femi Oyinloye. Samantha June Power, Ramya Pradeep Kumar, Kaylee Rand. Marie Laura Raphael Alexis, Kira Elizabeth Royal, Divya Sharma. Dalina Skinner, Courtney Sullivan, Alicia Thomas. Shaylin Thompson, Elena Varosi, Amy Ann Vokey. Catherine Suarez Weston, Dorian Whalen. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Wahab Jawed Ali. Perses Amaria. Angel Esteban Arujo. Kyle Grant Dowdy. Matthew De Michele. Harleen Dinsa. Zachary Thomas Gordon. Faiz Ali Hirji. Hannah Grace Johnson. Yu Che Lee. Hani Mansour. Emily Paquin. Kendra Ryan Perdon. Eden Rempel Beckers. Megan Tang. Monica Thiessen. Jennifer Toe. Ao Zhang. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Public Health Honors Program. Anu Bugel. Lisa Blank. Suba Monira Chowdhury. Janvi Kardam. Nilusha Ratansi. Norusha Sivaruban. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, General Program, 4-year. Shamar Davian Brown Reynolds. Chantel Latika Lal. Sirinthorn Maggie Udamsawat. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science Honors Program. Arison Anton. Komohal Asokan. Marwan Babak. Lucas David Nixon Baribo. Japan Basra. Keaton Dylan Boney. Lane Emerson Brown. Chris Daniel Bungay. Richie Chatterpal. William Cheta. Megan Olivia Crawford. Peter Anthony Dittner. Tasneem Mahamud Farah. Amelia Moran Finlay. Rama Yahia Hassan. Lucas Yardley Holowaychuk. Megan Alexandra Howell. Noor Ayla Islam. Lumnie Kulafi. Evan Owen Lee. Trizzy Wien. Corel Alterado Noel. Mahmoud Noer. Jessica Annabelle Tehia Pitikaru. Alicia Sibalak. Nagina Shefa. Mahelet Teklahemanot. Isabel C. Tao. Puneet Kaur Tour. Megan Elizabeth Tramble. Rebecca Turi. Please join me in congratulating all the graduates from the Faculty of Health.
Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
To our graduates and new alumni, congratulations on this accomplishment. Would like to extend a special thank you to our dedicated team of staff, faculty, and volunteers for making this ceremony so memorable. Thank you to all of the family and friends who've gathered here today to join our graduates in this celebration and for supporting them during their academic journey. And to our new graduates, thank you. You are now officially part of our alumni community. Take the knowledge and inspiration that you have acquired here, and as many before you have, make a difference in the world. As you have benefited from attending Waterloo, this institution has benefited from having you as a part of our community. I wish you all the best in the future. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome back Elder Dr. Mayengan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper.
What an incredible day. I'm so glad we're here to join with you on this special occasion. So in closing tonight, or today, I'd just like to take your minds in a little journey for a minute. Rather than sitting in the chairs that you are right now, think about being outside, maybe by a river where you can see the fish jumping. It's a beautiful day. You can hear the wind and you can hear the birds. And instead of sitting in the rows that you are, imagine sitting in a big circle, looking at each other and all your friends and the people that you've shared this time with at this university, and how appreciative you are of all the people who helped you along, your professors, everybody who supported you in this journey that you've been on. And you can see each other because you're in a circle. And inside the middle of that circle, there's a fire. And that fire just warms the place, and you feel the comfort of that beautiful circle with your friends. Inside this circle, I want to introduce you to two elderly people. They come into the circle and they look at each and every one of you, and they say that what you've done over these years, you make them very proud. But they do have a request of each and every one of you. These two elders that just look tremendously knowledgeable, friendly, their faces are just full of love. And they ask you, now that you've gained this knowledge and you're going out in the world and you're going to make some differences wherever you go, think about everything, including our future generations, our children, your grandchildren, how this world is going to be stronger with what you know today. And these elders are asking you to think about this beautiful earth that we call Mother, because she'll provide for each and every one of us the nourishment, the love that we need to build a good life. And I think the world needs to hear this more today, especially what we're going through throughout the world, the climate issues, the wars that are taking place. The elders just sit and help you calm yourself to think about what we can do if we want to. And so as the circle concludes, the elders would just like to leave you with an important message. They said that one of our teachings that we have that we need to hear more of is, in our language, we say, Zagidwin. It's the spirit of love that I think this world needs to feel more of today. And when I think about everyone in here, I felt that because every one of you and your families and supporters were sending that love to you and you were sending it back to them. And it just resonated in this whole hall. And so we need to do that around the world with this beautiful place that Creator gave us. So with that said, our elders leave you with a task to show the love, to honor the world, and to be friends, and let's walk this path of reconciliation together. Miigwech, everybody. It's so beautiful day being with you today.
Thank you again, Elder Dr. Henry. It has been a pleasure to share the day with you today on this happy milestone. We are grateful for all your contributions and those of the Cedar Hill singers to today's ceremony. These contributions are an important reminder of the work underway and the work still to be done in recognizing the historical and ongoing wrongs perpetrated against Indigenous peoples and the legacy of colonialism still in place today. Thank you. For the first time, I get the privilege of saying Convocation is officially adjourned. Please rise if able and stay at your place while the stage party departs.